Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Pillars of Eternity. We learned at the end of the last stream we need to be a little more strategic with this fight. I got to decide. I'm going to send one person up to the center to put the eye in there, and they're kind of going to function as the sacrificial lamb for the ambush, because that's basically what happens. Is the second we fire this thing up, we get ambushed. So I think Devil of Karak, probably, or maybe the Barbarian. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
Right here.
Let's try the Devil of Karak.
I'm going.
All right. It's in there. And let's see what we can do from there. Read all this at the end of the last episode.
Remember yourselves, Pargrunen! Defend the battery!
Alright, now we're in trouble. So let's, for now... Let's see, what do we want you to do? Oh, interesting. Just make yourself invisible. Let's see if that helps. Let's do that. Alright. She's going to turn invisible, then attack. What does this one do?
Lead the way.
We'll have you engage that Forge Guardian.
Zawa is ready.
Engage that one. You two help with this one for now.
Huh?
I'll help with this one. See how this goes.
I'm right here.
Where's the... Is this the switch places? Yeah, you switch places with him. Let's try that.
Uh-huh.
They're immune to Terrified. They're not. You go ahead and do that.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Now, can we mind control somebody yet? Actually, says an area of effects. Maybe when I go for this guy. You're not doing good. Oh, you're paralyzed. Excellent. That's what was getting us before, was like everyone was just getting paralyzed. All right, she's probably just gonna have to go down. That's probably just the way that's gonna have to be. What can we do with endurance? I'd ball of fire this guy. Oh, he's going straight towards her. That's not good. Why are you not doing your mind control spell? Okay, just do it to this guy then. Are these guys even close to dead? Not really.
Zawa is ready.
Have you done your thing yet? Good. There she goes.
I'm here.
Yeah?
Don't even.
Cypher's confused. It doesn't look like. Did she ever do her spell? I don't know. Can't really tell. Anyway,
What?
Endurance probably needs to do his AoE heal.
I'm here.
Huh?
What can I start doing? Oh, this is a pretty good heal. Let's go ahead and do lightning.
Zawa is ready.
Zawa's guy's down. So if I... She's healing herself, that's good.
Zawa is ready.
I need Zawa to engage this guy.
Blast!
Can't get out of here!
Mind control you. Durance needs to get the heck out of here. They got a lot of people paralyzed. That's not bad. Okay, are you gonna do the freaking spell? Why does she like refuse to do what I tell her to do? Run away.
Tell me.
Voice falls silent.
Oh, dang it. Durance is down. That's not good. Granted, I have a healing spell too, so
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
we actually want to pull you back this way. Where's Zawa? What's he doing? This Zawa? Yeah. Okay, he got one of the spirits down. That's good.
Zawa is ready.
Actually, let's do the stunning blow.
Move!
Really? Alright. How come I can't cast this anymore? I'm paralyzed anyways. Crap. Crap. Near death. Pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm paralyzed, so I can't cast it anyways. Okay. Okay, so I'm probably going to go down. So we're not going to have any healers, and we're going to have Zawa and our Barbarian left. But I think we're down to be a 3v2. I think we might be okay.
Zawa is ready.
How long till my paralysis wears out? Paralyzed 5 more seconds. Alright, I can move now. I doubt I have enough time to cast this spell, but let's try it anyways. I can cast it there? Why can't I cast it anywhere else? Ah, it has to be around the corpse of an enemy? Is that the deal? That sucks. None of my guys are near corpses. Whatever, let's do it anyways. Oh, didn't get it done.
I'm here.
So you'll engage him. Give a yell. Zawa, we need to start using more of his special moves. He's near death. Excellent, he's down. I'll have Zawa heal himself then. And then he can join in. Actually, we'll just regular attack. Is this only enemies? Shared bonds, initial target, blow the positional pressure. Enemies in the cone. Okay, yeah, so we can't use Zawa's special.
Lead the way.
And she can do her endurance growth thingy. Get him as softened up as we can. I'm assuming the barbarian's gonna go down as well. See, he's not flanked. Doesn't look like he's terrified anymore.
Tell me.
Might as well use it. Alright, we got him. Whew. That was a tough one. Good grief. Alright, let's collect our spoils. Then I think we're going to take a little nap. Actually, the party's surprisingly not in the worst possible shape. Maybe we can make it back to town and rest there. I'd prefer to do that. Alright, so check the journal. I think all we got to do is go back to... It says we still need to awaken it. Any tasks we got? Looks pretty awakened to me. Oh. Here we go.
Stop, Marauder! Our bodies are dust already. Must you profane holy ground with further violence? Did the height of our walls offend you? Did we cross your borders? Sail you weak steel? Tell us, why did you invade our fortress?
Durgan's battery has been deserted for over 200 years.
No, that cannot be. Abidon wouldn't allow it.
Well, he did.
Wake up, Exandru! This is why Abidan gave us the White Forge, that we might take up arms and deal with villains like this.
Well, didn't we just kill these guys?
Such a magnificent device, and she can only see it as a tool for war. She shames our grandparents, who wandered this continent and...
Quiet, both of you! Can't you feel it? This chill. This silence.
Yeah, notice how nobody's working at the forge?
But you entered our keep and found it abandoned. Ruined. What happened to us?
The official story is that you destroyed yourselves, but it looks like someone or something invaded the battery.
I'd never seen anything like them. Twice the size of any ogre, and positively fearless. They were...
Eyeless. Yet no matter how hard we fought, or how deep we hid, they kept coming for us.
What were they?
Some kind of magfolk, but bigger than any we knew of. We who survived never got close.
They were relentless. Unnaturally so.
Why'd they attack you? They didn't stop to explain themselves, yet I wondered at what monstrous wilder might survive a place like this.
We should have taken our steel and pushed east.
What's to say they didn't come from the east? From the lands Maroons so coveted?
It was a punishment for taking this gift of Abidon, the White Forge, and squandering it on our greed and vanity.
Go on.
We retreated until there was no place left to go. Until those of us who remained were here.
Here, with the salvation Abidan had left us.
You used the White Forge to channel your souls into the battery.
Yes, using the same methods with which we had fashioned so much cold steel.
The dwarves never expired, not true.
It was agony. Feeling your soul ripped from your flesh. Feeling every part of you torn asunder. But it saved us.
So that what, you could attack me the second I fired the forge back up?
Imprisoned us.
It was Abidan's grace. Now, we inhabit the monument our people built to the White Forge.
How does the White Forge work?
Its fires have been blessed by Abidan. They're fed by Aora's molten heartbeat and veined with Audra that runs to the center of the world.
Okay.
Which explains their conductive power. See, these Audra veins allowed us to siphon essence into steel as we shaped it.
And that essence, the extraordinary heat of the forge, and our smith's skill is what made Durgan's steel so remarkable.
What does this have to do with Abidan?
The White Forge belongs to Abidan, of course. It is here that he built his own body.
Oh?
And whether he found this place or created it, it's a truly remarkable smithy.
We Pargrunin are wanderers by nature. But it was Abidan's call that led our forefathers here after generations spent along the Pearl Coast and Air Glonfath.
So the old stories say. Then again, I can't see any other reason our grandfathers would have stayed here when greener lands lay east.
I see, and now you're here in Durgan's battery.
Stuck here, you mean? With all the others who sought to escape the Eyeless.
To observe the passage of centuries in peace and solitude, that would be perfection.
Reliving memories of a lost battle and feeling the gradual crumbling of these stones.
Well, you don't have to feel the gradual crumbling. Someone else can just work the forge and upkeep it.
Had we thought longer on the fate that awaited us, we might have chosen a quick death to this slow agony.
Blasphemy! There's no greater honor than remaining here, watching over the White Forge.
I mean, you think so?
I only wish we could protect this humble monument better.
Or do something. Anything. We were once among the greatest smiths in the known world. Tell me, do Kith still speak of us?
Yes, highly. You're regarded as master smiths.
That is good to know. It's only a shame that this legacy is nothing but a memory.
Doesn't have to be.
Is this why you braved the restless souls of Durgan's battery? To recover the process of Durgan's steel?
There's a village called Stalwart that's fallen on hard times. They asked me to find the White Forge. With this admission, you feel something softening the essence of the Parugian. In one moment, each soul fragment is distinct. In the next, they form an indistinguishable host. Perceive them as a school of fish caught in tide, a flurry of snowflakes in the wind, a pantry full of fragrant spices.
Then I hope you're satisfied with what you found here.
At least you get to leave this place.
Sure do.
But it was good to be remembered. However briefly.
As the souls of Durgan's battery speak to you, their collective essence takes shape much like Merwald did. There are scores of them, all torn by conflicting purposes, trapped by the memory of their lost battle. You taste bitterness of their uncertain existence and feel the persistent ache of centuries. It's slow, agonizing fate, but you find it in your power to grant them another. Let's release them. You're free to roam again, return to the wheel, and seek new lives. You perceive the tenuous connections between the souls and the battery. As you sever them, the souls cry out, some in relief, others in rage. Pressure builds in the ether, which swarms with essence and energy. You cover your ears and grit your teeth against the devastating hum that builds in the core of your soul. Bam, there it is. Might Forge is now available for your use. Has the unique ability to refine Durgan iron ingots. Multiple iron ingots required to create a single refined ingot. After refinement, these ingots can be used at any time, enchanting recipes to augment weapons, shields, armor with Durgan steel. Alright, interesting. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but it is an option.
So the dwarves of Durgan's battery did not destroy themselves after all. They fell to invaders.
It's possible someone survived and escaped this place.
We have discovered things thought to be lost. Their influence may yet persist. But we have seen no invaders, and the battery was shut. Did they come only to destroy the dwarves, and then leave?
It's an interesting question.
Huh?
Oops. Try to get everybody. Let's form up. Let's see, we got a couple things going on at the castle. Let's see. We'll assign somebody, sure. Alright, so I think we just need to leave now. They're hinting at there might be a boss fight up here. I don't want to burn camping supplies if I don't have to, so let's just save real quick. And we can always do a little save scumming if we get attacked on our way out, and then we'll heal beforehand, obviously. Now, what's the fastest way out of here? There it is. I'm surprised have these things awakened? Looks like they have not, okay. That was a concern of mine. I forgot I interacted with something. And it made it sound like those things all were gonna come to life. Oh, that's why. So if I wanted to use a grappling hook, I could have gone up the thing and grappling hooked across to get out of here faster. At the end of the episode, in the what was it, northwest of the foundry, there's a door you can go through that goes outside, but you're just up on a little ledge. This is fine. All right. This is the exit, correct? Oh, there it is. I didn't see the door option.
the time you stepped out of Durgan's battery and into the new snow outside, word had already spread of strange lights rising from the fortress and energy crackling in the sky. The survivors of Stalwart flocked to Durgan's battery, their steps hastened by the promise of peace and prosperity at last. They mended their walls, gathered their strength, and prepared their town for the new opportunities that were sure to come. And with the voices of Durgan's battery silent at last, none heard the distant groan of something stirring among the peaks, as massive and relentless as an avalanche.
Oh? That makes it sound like there's more. All right, you've completed Pillars of Eternity, the White March. To begin the next chapter of the story, rest in any location outside the White March. Oh boy. So we get to do White March Part 2 here soon. There's an exit right there. So we'll take this exit. We'll head back to Direwood. I'm actually going to head back to our castle. There's surprised nobody gained any levels off that. Us finishing that quest, but head back to the Direwood and we'll go to Caed Nua. I don't know if we should retry the Master Below fight, but I know we should be able to find the rest of the pieces of the sword for the side quest.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun.
Let's go ahead and camp. Let's see. Survival, might, lore, perception, stealth, intellect, resolve, dexterity, athletics, constitution. Let's do a +3 might. We'll rest at the training grounds. As you sleep, you're bowed and buffeted by the vagaries of dreams. They tumble and thrash about you, fill your mind's eye with pale, glittering motes. They resolve into a light snowfall and biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains of the White March rising around you and shiver. You see Stalwart a few miles away, quiet and still, but for a few curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, its shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all, you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first, it sounds like a distant drumming, but then it grows louder, cracking through the dry air, booming from the mountain peaks. It builds until you feel it reverberating beneath your feet. We'll watch and listen. Each thud comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder echoes from the mountaintops as great sheets of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. But the rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes like crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chasms fill with snow and scree. A rockside buries Stalwart and Durgan's battery is shaken into rubble. Oh no! Shadows rise over the mountains, the vanguard of a massive army. You flee. You tumble from the foothills and bound across the Direwood, feeling the rumble advancing army all the while. We're gonna barricade ourselves in Caed Nua. Caed Nua rises from the forest, its mended walls reaching out like a pair of strong arms. You barricade yourself within the great hall. As the pounding grows closer still, it rattles the foundations of the great keep. Just as the masonry begins shaking loose, you hear an unholy battle cry coming from the courtyard. The ceiling collapses and sends a cascade of bricks and beams onto your head. Oh no. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking and bedding knotted around your legs. As you shake free of the last bonds of sleep, you hear a voice whisper something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring hives. Yuck. That is gross. You awaken feverishly warm, covered in sweat. Alright, seek any information about Stalwart. But first, real quick, there's Blade of the Endless Paths. We're going to cheat a little bit on this one. I'm going to pull open. I'm going to have the wiki open. Just so I'm not just like aimlessly wandering around the endless paths, which I've already been through. All right. So there's one on level 2, level 5, level 9, and level 12. There's pieces. Actually, we can get to the endless paths through here, I believe. I'm pretty sure I already have the one on level 2. Let's just be safe. We'll go through it. Unfortunately, Pillars of Eternity uses fandom for the wiki, so I'm getting bombarded with ads right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. So we should just be able to go straight to Master Staircase, stairs. So I think I didn't find the other pieces when I was here the first time, because I didn't have anyone with high enough perception to actually find them. It says hidden in the Zara camp. I think this is, yeah, this is the piece I found. Okay. So, go back. We can go to the Master Staircase and skip a couple floors at least. Alright, so level 8. Level 5, perfect. It says the treasure room at the center. I think it's this one. We not even been in here? It kind of looks like we haven't even been in.
Oh, look at here.
Not a sound.
There a lever or something? Ah. Excellent. There's the next piece. All right. So then the next one is on level 9. It Let's head back to the master staircase. What's the closest level 9? Probably level 8 would be my guess. And it says, in a hidden room southeast corner. Requires level 8 mechanics. Southeast, so one of these two probably. Check them both.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
I don't see anything purple. Oh, wait a minute. There's a room here we haven't been in.
You gotta see this.
There it is. Excellent, excellent. All right. And then it says we need to forge the blade. Let's get back to a master staircase so we can get out of here. Let's see. Our friend got back from clerical errors toward the end of the Saints' War, blah, blah, blah. Harbers inquired the Direwwood and found the hand of St. Erica in New Homer, curio shop. Nah, what did we get? Final rites and mendings. What's final rites? Isn't that a resurrection? Grants holy radiance on unconscious. Once per encounter. Okay, so I can use Holy Radiance and alright, we're gonna release this guy. I think he's done his time. Let's go ahead and release him. But I don't know, that necklace might be pretty good for Durance. If his Holy Radiance can resurrect somebody. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get to Crucible Keep. And that should be what we're looking for. Our master smith in order to forge the blade for us.
Looks a little healthier than before.
And we'll close the wiki. Unless I run into something else that requires me to just take a peek, just to kind of optimize it. Really, not even really, not a proper cheat. I guess it kind of is, but whatever. All right, so we head into Crucible Keep. We get this blade forge. We'll see how good it really is. With this being a low-level quest, I can't imagine the sword's going to be really that good compared to stuff we already have. But, well, we'll see. It's an Esotic-style blade, according to this. So, a good weapon for Eder. But I don't even have Eder in the party right now. I'm using all the DLC companions. All right, he should be okay. That's not you. This is 12. All right. Show him the pieces of the blade at the end of the paths. I found all of the pieces of this ancient sword. Do you think you could repair it? Aye, 'twould be a privilege to. Not often you lay eyes on such fine craftsmanship. This blade will take some time, but I guarantee it'll be worth the wait. Finest work I've ever done. So only a shame I can't take credit. Something else on your mind? All right, we got the Blade of the Endless Pass. Excellent. Still nobody gaining levels? Let's check the character sheets. All right, so we're pretty dang close to the next level. Let's check out this blade, though. Blade of the Endless Pass, 22 to 31. That's pretty good. This might actually be a two-handed Esotic. I thought those were always one-handed. Maybe this is more of a Talgio weapon or whatever it is. What do we got going on with the Stronghold? Just the taxes collected. All right. Go back to the journal. We might go ahead and jump in on White March Part 2 at this point. Or maybe while we're not in here, we can go to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Although I'm not 100% sure where that is, but I'm pretty sure we've been there before. Dang it, am I going to have to look that up? Oh no, you can't even see that till White March 2. Okay. So I definitely have not been there before. Okay, so that'll be part of White March 2 then. We'll leave that alone. Better Half that's back in the White March. Grace Sleeper. Find the Whirling Agent of Kappa, Adra, and Stone. That one I'm not 100% sure on. Grieving Mother's Past. Do I just need to talk to her?
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
When we first met, I was able to enter your dream.
I do not know. What do you speak of? If you were in my thoughts, I could not feel your presence, nor do I know what you saw there.
As she speaks, you suddenly feel an odd sensation in your mind, as if walking in her thoughts would be as if walking down the back street of a merchant's stalls. The claustrophobia of wooden shelves and canvas tarps made less oppressive by the sheer number of enticing vials and bottles that stretch out on both sides of you. You suddenly realize that whether she permits it or not, you could enter her dream. Observe it without her ever knowing. In response, your hand twitches. There's a feeling that you can simply pick up a vial, taste it, sample it, and keep the memory as your own. And suddenly you find yourself back in your present thoughts, though you are away for a moment, but she seems unaware of the diversion of thought. It may be one of your gifts, an ability to walk into memories easily as someone walks upon the ground. Perhaps you'd like to hear what I saw in your memories? A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you. She raises her left hand, and the chimming of her wrists and quelling rise within her. She's frightened, but curiosity anchors her.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
The dream, the memory I saw upon meeting you, it was helping give birth to a child. There is silence as your breath falls still, and you hear the faint cry of a child in the distance, a newborn child, almost exactly like what you heard in the dream. As you listen to the grieving mother, the grieving mother raises both hands as if weaving, her wrists chiming as she does so, in semblance of gentle turning provided while the newborn was crowning. To your surprise, you recognize the motions and the words from the memory, even as they are new to you. As she weaves her hands through the air in front of her, the child's cries grow. Yet the sound of the chimes and weaves almost hypnotically through your thoughts. The sky seems sharp and clear, and you feel as if you are towering over your surroundings, as if kneeling atop a great pillar, just as she did in the memory. To your surprise, the grieving mother falls, as if her strings were cut and her knees crack hard against the ground. Oh boy. Her hands never cease moving in the air, the chimes echoing her movements. In a ragged voice, you hear her speak. The voice is that of a much older woman than the one before you, harsh, almost desperate.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
I was in the middle of a forest, atop a great plateau. The sky was clear, mist blanketing the trees. As she kneels before you on the ground, she whispers you hoarsely and even fainter, with the distance between you.
The stone of the plateau. Its color. Tell me its color.
I don't remember. Let's say, yeah, it said something about towers, right? It was a plateau of granite carved into a tower. She leans back as if looking back to the sky, but her eyes are closed, the film building on them. With the slow intake of breath, you feel time become quiet around you. I do not feel the memory. I do not know it's mine, but her hair falls across the features. Thank you for trying. Okay, let's try it again. That was not the correct answer. Desert rock, perhaps? Leans back. Do not feel the memory. All right. We're just going to brute force this, I guess. Apparently it was Silver Adra. I don't remember that from that whole story at all, that being mentioned. As you watch her hands rise before her, she clasps them and cups them, as if feeling for the first time. And she stares down into the cradle of her hands, and the chimes sound once, twice as they swing in movement.
And what did these hands hold?
Let's see. Same chimes you hold now. Leans back. God dang it. All right, let's try again. We'll get there eventually. Adra. Mother didn't hold the mother. Okay. Man, that's you have a 33% chance on each one of these picks, and I'm down to the last one every single time. There's a sudden intake of breath, then a release. Her eyes blur close, forming slits, but a brief glimpse you have of her changing expression. The rippling pain of her features seem to have smoothed, She swallows once, twice, then you feel her again in your thoughts. The rasping husk of her voice swallowed, drawn within.
It was the birthing bell you saw. Has it been so long? Have I forgotten so much?
Perhaps you have. With the words comes a river of impulses, thoughts, as if loosened from a breaking dam. And as your mind rasps the impulses into words, you realize it's her muscles and her heart and thoughts relaxing and breathing again. There's such an intensity, you almost want to step back from the flow, but you find the wave of impulses cause questions float to the surface. Among them is the name, Watcher. Elaborate on this birthing bell.
It is a plateau formed of the spirit stone Audra. At its top is set a great bell, cradled in the reaching arm of the plateau. It stirs in the wind, and it sounds for leagues when struck by Kith hands. In distant times, the great bell served as a Glenfathan watchtower, perhaps. Why they abandoned it, I do not know. Other men came in time, settlers, and claimed the tower as their own. I, in turn, claimed it from them. The pillar became a cradle where I could draw new souls into the world.
Okay. Where's this birthing bell located? The birthing bell lies deep in the great forest of Direwood at the borders of the Gelfand lands surrounding. Barely a town, not one you would find on any map, but it held an important place for those there, even if we were far from the beaten track. Small families tied the knot, joined at the wrist in mind, in thought. All were welcomed who had a purpose. All right. In your memory, you were helping a woman give birth.
Yes. Yet, I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
Many years? There was much I could do to aid the mother. Some sought the physical comforts of ritual to steady their thoughts, even aid her from the bell. Others seek advice. Words of counsel for the days ahead. I was able to provide draughts and tinctures and a reading of the child's spirit to all strengthen the mother. Let's see. What about the ritual?
The ritual was one of many steps. It took many tens of years to carve them, but always the child's thoughts were there to guide me from the moment it began to awaken, to the 3 seasons within the mother, to the birthing day, and the years to follow. The child's thoughts, that is where it began.
Interesting.
The expectant mother, I could often sense her thoughts, and those of her child, before she could. I would soothe her, free her from the panic of questions. I would sound the memory of the birthing bell atop the plateau in her mind, letting the memory of the vibrations fill my thoughts and hers. Often, the child's soul could hear it too, so the sound of the bell echoed in the mother's thoughts.
So you were able to sense the mother's thoughts. Sharing memories and thoughts can bond lives together, as can hardships, and most of all, sharing of what is familiar. The bell itself provided shelter for such thoughts, opportunities to see into the deep crevice, hollows in the rock where one can find shelter, clefts where you could feel the Aedra all around. You mentioned the ritual lasted years. What happened after the birth? Once the pain is channeled away, the mother and child breathe again. I sound the birthing bell on my wrists and allow the mother to hear the child's thoughts ringing, echoing in each other's thoughts. The bells open a way between them, let her feelings pass into her newborn, and let her feel the child in return. And when the feelings meet, that is when I weave another memory, leave it tied to their minds. So the bell plays a pretty important role then, eh? Yes, and for years after I gave a set to the child after delivery, it is a reminder of the memory the mother child and the child shared. As the bells coax the child forward, so they accompany the child onwards, fastened to the wrist, to care for them, mind and body. There's no magic in the except of there's no magic in it except the magic of particularly practically. If the child sought to leave their cradles or escape their cribs, the mother would know through the warning of the chimes alone. At times, if the bond was strong, so would I. If not, watch, children, much trouble may be had from tiny hands. The chimes are kept until the child needs them no longer. When no longer I can hear them sounding in my mind, I know their spirit has changed and the bonds we shared are long gone. This shedding may last many years, or but a few, but it is necessary. So you watch these children for years after their births. Children are fragile things. Even the ties of blood and mind may not be enough. They must be watched, and even then the body may fail the mind. But if watched, even the most sickly child may cling to life determined enough, and many of their souls were tied to me. If the child's spirit failed, I could sound the chimes in their mind and grant them strength, even from afar. It did not always serve, but it gave hope. Sounds like you've seen tragedy too. Enough to ever wish to feel it again. In times before the bell, children who died were cast upon the waters of the lake beyond the bell, sometimes while alive, if their paths and futures were deemed weak. It was different time. Children were treated carelessly. Those times are past. All right. More questions about the birthing bell. Provide what answers you can. Why would you give a telling of the child's spirit?
Many would come seeking their child's future, or a reading into the child's past, the lives its soul is said to have lived.
Fair enough.
Such things are not mine to see. I meant no offense.
I didn't know you had the ability to read souls.
That sight, past lives, future lives.
Interesting.
Such sight lay beyond me, yes.
You're frightened. Something about watchers. As the thought of watchers crosses your mind, you feel a sharp pain stabbing and a sudden burn of lashes across your back and shoulder. And when it's gone, you feel the grieving mother before you silent, almost fearful, weary.
I was something else, but because the title Watcher was cast on me, the word carried a weight I had neither earned nor deserved.
Okay.
The world seems filled with such titles. They distract, I think, from the actions of the person, from their strengths.
Why did you believe you were a watcher?
The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength.
Interesting.
I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts.
But if they came to you to read their child's souls, what did you tell them?
I drew upon the present. I felt the soul of the mother before me, and used that to tell the child's path, to give it a voice. If only the thoughts of the mother and the emotions that lie beneath were mine to impart. I did, and so I used that as the telling of their child's future.
Interesting. And what if the mother's emotions were painful and hurtful?
One must guard oneself when drawing upon the thoughts of another. The pain of a mother's rage and disdain. It can be a powerful poison.
Sounds like you speak from experience.
Yes, and I live with that weakness still. I have learned to shield myself from such edged thoughts, strip them away, and to tell a clearer picture of the child.
So you shaped their thoughts and made their readings true then.
This is my calling, to show them the life I see before them, and even greater, make them believe it.
All right. Well, that's not really what a watcher does. We don't shape minds, we just see them as they are.
Even the most strongly worded tells may not be enough to save a child and allow it to be born. If I have the strength to strip away the stem of a mother's spite to expose kindness, weave nurturing from disdain and neglect, then that is my calling.
Fair enough.
And with the weight of Watcher behind my thoughts, these tells gain strength. Strength I never possessed on my own. They believed. And what they believed became the truth. With each child that was set upon that path, the title of Watcher became stronger.
Fair enough.
You must understand, without such weight upon my words, many lives would have been lost, drowned, cast in the lake beyond the bell. Now the trail to the lake is lost and reclaimed by the forest, as was meant. A watcher was not there to look over us, but it was a watcher that saved them. And with a watcher's strength, children were born, were cared for, and grew strong.
All right, so I mean, at least your readings were somewhat necessary.
What use is a frightened will when a spirit is at stake? Would you let the fears of a mother end her newborn's life? You felt it in the memory, the weight of it, the importance of the child's life. It was a memory we shared.
Did we share that memory, or did you inflict it upon me? And suddenly there's a rasping cry across your consciousness. She raises her hands and you see the chimes draped from them, and yet they make no sound as she moves.
A greater good was done, and children were saved. It is a choice you may be forced to make one day, and when faced with it, you will make the same one.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That is good, Watcher.
All right, let's continue our journey for now. All right, so did that finish the quest, or do we have to do more to it? Still says learn of the grieving mother's past. Let's see.
Your thoughts must flow deeply. Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
Let's see. Heard the name
It is
Watcher.
because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
There's another name for someone with your abilities. See the word cipher in your mind. Many corners, same corners. You know anything about Watchers? I feel they once were... Okay. There's kind of exhausting dialogue options to see if I can complete this quest now. That would be ideal. How is it no one can
Their
see
eyes
you?
see me, but their minds will not remember past the call.
A call?
My face is like the call of a newborn, hiding the face beneath. And for my body, I am able to wrap myself as a mother cradling her child. I am here, as you see me, but to them, their eyes see only the cloak that I wear, a peasant mother, dirty, shabby, not worth knowing.
Okay.
As a watcher, you see more than others. To the eyes of most, I am as unseen as the spirits you share memories with.
Are you able to affect minds? I divert the flow of their senses down a different path to a place easily forgotten. It is not unwelcome when one does not desire the presence of others. The surface of their minds register a figure, but the memory slips away. They see a woman, but there is no desire for conversation, no desire for any question, and I have none to ask. Fair enough.
The birthing bell. It is where I could...
Okay, we've done everything for the birthing bell.
And
know more about you.
In asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
Why are you called the grieving mother? Air seems to go still for a moment, and time stretches as it did before when you first two met. There's a wash of uncertainty from her mind, slowly shaping the questionless swirl that's not coalesce. She does not move. She seems paralyzed, as if you just wrapped her in a cold blanket.
That is a question for you, not I. That is not my name, although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you. Is that what you see when your eyes fall upon me?
So I named you? As a watcher, you may see what I do not, or your mind shapes thoughts I project into a new meaning. So there's truth to the title, but it's not all that I am. So what do you grieve then? You must have felt it and seen it. It has many names as the pain it has caused. There's a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stems from men and carved furrows across the wombs of women. There's much I have forgotten, but I can feel the wound all around me. It will not let me rest. It will not let me be. The children have gone silent, and yet their voices may be heard again. Are you speaking of Hollowborn? The word was once unknown to me as was much of what unfolded in the outside world. When the curse came upon us, I thought it a smaller thing, a thing communities of earths. It was only when I walked did I feel it stretching out around me in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused nor something they deserved. That which was inside them has been torn away. I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched and closed. The world bleeds forth from between the woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. Do you know its cause? I shall know it through you. Your eyes will track the cause, find the path, and I will be beside you. All right. And if there's a way to heal it, I will be there. We'll do my stun. Children must have their voice again. Lean upon me as I lean upon you. You shall be the eyes. Okay. All right, let's continue our journey for now. I'm tired of reading in the moment. So that's pretty much it. Let's pull that journal up. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We got Forgotten Army. Main quest. What happened to the quest for that one of these? Oh, yeah, Siege of Krigholt. Right, we're going to leave that one alone. We'll leave Master alone, alone for now. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. That we just tried, and poof, that was a mess. Okay, and all of these, I believe, require us go to White March. So I think we're going White March Part 2. Let's seek any information about the army and stalwart. I'm assuming we must go to Stalwart for that, but we'll find out. Or I guess I'm in the first fires right now. I could talk to the duck. He might know something about it. Let's try that first. Since we're right here. Try and preemptively prevent any potential backtracking. That's the records keeper. Where's the... Doesn't the duck... Isn't he here? Am I crazy?
Hello.
Nothing there. What about in here? Why do we stop walking? Oh, probably because the door's closed and we can't get in there. Okay. Nothing in here. All right, well, never mind. Am I in the wrong place? Is that what's going on here? Is this like the Hall of Records and not the Duck's Castle? No, Ducal Palace. An embassy, Andre's gifts. Guess let's just head this way. We'll get out to the world map. We'll look around there. Somebody's got to know something, right? The White March. Starwell Village seems like a good place. Consider too high of a level. We'll just do standard. I'm not exactly what one would consider an expert on this. Was it real time with pause style combat? If you were watching earlier in the stream, and last stream, I was already struggling with some of the stuff here. So being over leveled is not the end of the world at all. So let's go. Here's the mayor's house. That's probably where I need to go. Oh,
while
we're
we
gonna get a
wait,
cutscene.
the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Darian.
You approach the source of the commotion and you see a throng of villagers. They're arguing amongst themselves and hurling questions and demands at the lone figure perched above them. A young man stands on the spur of a rock, his clenched fist held aloft. The steam rises from his wild hair and flushed face as he shouts to the gatherer.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them.
Okay.
Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months!
Ooh, boy.
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place. If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
All right, let's see how this plays out. We're going to continue listening.
Enough. Enough. You want to boot all the Outlanders from your town? Tell that to the hero of the White Forge.
Oh boy, they noticed I'm here. Yeah, what's this all about?
A bunch of greedy foreigners who want what's ours.
Oh, we opened the White Forge, so the army's moving in to take it. Interesting, interesting. I see. Yeah, that could be quite the problem.
It's a small army from Raid Saris. They call themselves the Iron Flail.
The Raid Sarans. They seem to be a consistent problem around here. Words trigger a sudden flashback to your dream of a mysterious army and destruction of Cadenua. As the image fades, you once more see the vision of 100 eyes watching you and something just beyond.
Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give him the White Forge.
Fair enough.
They're led by a Darek Sendamir. Comes from an old Raid Saran family. The rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
Of course it did.
In Zawa's experience, if one is only half mad with visions, the dose was too low.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
Oh boy.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Raid Saris. Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood.
Good grief.
So we sent a committee to reason with them. But that was a week ago. And we haven't seen our people since.
Well, that's not good.
That can only mean one thing.
Yeah, he's right. You gotta defend what's yours.
We're just miners and fisher folk.
Send Darian and the rest of the newcomers. Let them earn their keep.
We've cleared your roads and repaired this town. What more do we have to prove?
Maybe we could nudge them into torching their own village.
Please, everyone. Whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates. You've done a lot for Stalwart already. Many of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you.
Yep, that is true.
What I mean is, if anyone could deal with an army, it's you.
Very well, I'll help you.
The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's Battery, built their fort there.
Fair enough. So that's what that northern exit in the Durgan's Battery area is for.
It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it.
Fair enough.
The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter.
I think I dreamed about this army.
What exactly did you see?
Let's be supportive. You came together and defended yourselves. The village whisper, looking at one another with first stirrings of hope. The young man sighs with a long plume of breath.
And let's hope there's some truth to dreams after all. Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here.
Yeah, I didn't really see the advantage of telling them the truth and that the city got destroyed and causing more panic.
While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons. They've made a lot of progress elsewhere.
Interesting.
Thought you might like to see how far it's come.
All right, let's see. Is there anything interesting?
Haven't been here long, but I'll tell you what I can.
Tell me about the Iron
Heard about
Flail.
the White Forge and came running. Just like a lot of us did. Only difference is, they brought siege weapons. As best anyone can tell, they're from the border region near Little Bend, one of the poorest parts of the country. For Raid Ceres, well, that's saying something.
So it's this whole conflict is built out of desperation. That makes sense. What brought you to Stalwart?
Work. I was a cobbler in New Yarma, but the city got more crowded every year. Rural types fleeing the legacy.
Fair enough.
A couple months ago, I heard Stalwart was offering land and opportunity to new settlers, so figured I'd give it a go out here. For a while, folks seemed glad to have some new blood, but that changed as more and more of us came.
Yeah, once it starts getting too crowded, yeah, people will turn on the settlers. That's for sure. Seems to be a lot of tension around town.
Before you opened Durgan's Battery, people tell me Stalwart barely had enough warm bodies to keep the town running.
That's pretty accurate.
A bunch of us came when we heard about the White Forge, but now, I think the old-timers would just as soon send us back. We take the best jobs, we don't pay our respects to Andra, we're overcrowding the town. I get it. Stalwart's changing. Same thing happened in New Yarma when folk moved in from the countryside.
Okay.
But they can't keep blaming us for everything that goes wrong out here. I'm just hoping they'll calm down once the Iron Flail is gone.
Alrighty. Alright, now we need to investigate the fort. So... no matter what we do, we need to go to the Durgan's Battery area. Oh, there's another new place over here, Whitestone Hollow. I checked that out first. None of our quests brought us that direction, but I feel like we're probably going to end up there anyways. Let's just go to Durgan's Battery and do the quest for now. I'm immediately curious. There's obviously got to be something there. Why would they build a whole new area where nothing happens? Vicious mercenaries will attack the stronghold in 4 days. Should just be able to auto-resolve. I got quite a few people at the... You've accrued a debt due to the damage to the stronghold. You won't receive any income taxes until it's paid. Well, apparently I just need to do that myself. Either way, let's head to Durgan's Battery. Let's see, supposedly they fixed the place up. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, I forgot there's that big stone separation there. Doesn't look like they fixed that much up.
You want me to go back up there? After nearly losing my leg?
You still got it, don't ya?
Who are you? We're gonna make the walls even higher. The back of an Orland's head is a patchwork of singed green, brown, and dark fur, scar-rippled flesh. She notices you, jumps back a foot. One of her staring eyes is gold, and the other is hazel. She flicks her left ear, which is a little more numb, on her skull. At last, she relaxes.
Ha! Took you for one of them red Sarens. Then I saw you had all your teeth. Ha ha ha!
I've also got more than half a brain.
Hang on, gotta talk into my good ear.
She yells even louder.
Now what was... Say, ain't I seen you somewhere?
I reignited the White Forge.
That's it! Felt those aftershocks all the way in Stalwart. Must have been a real sight up close. All that fire. Ugh.
Let's see. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, clearing tunnels, blowing old barricades, just tidying up. But soon, I've got to start testing the cannons.
Is this about the Iron Flail?
We held them off a few weeks ago, but they didn't run far. Set up a fort in the woods, and I hear they're working on some really fantastic siege weapons.
Okay. So what can we do about that?
There sure is. Once we have the heavy cannons, that is.
Okay. And what's the problem with the heavy cannons?
They're all the way up there.
She points up to the tower that punches through the snow-piercing cleared clouds.
I sent a crew to the tower, but they came back complaining about Skuldrak and the other nasties. Nearly took Colmar's leg off.
Okay, so I just need to clear that area out then?
Skuldrak did, I mean.
I could look into it.
That'd be a big help. I'd hate to let those beauties go to rust up there.
Excellent.
And anything you find up there is yours. Battery's full of treasures, and the West Tower has hardly been explored.
Excellent.
Head through the door and up the stairs. That'll get you to that rampart. Yeah, Kulmar cleared the rubble before he took to getting himself conveniently injured. You should be able to work your way up to the cannons from there. Meantime, I'll check on our black powder stock.
Excellent. Alright, so we said in the door and up the stairs. I assume the Great Hall's where we need to go? That's nice, it lets us just skip to the White Forge. I thought when I had that dream, I thought we were going to like immediately lose access to the White Forge. Oh, I have to re-explore everything because they fixed it all up. Interesting. Okay, there's the stairs she was talking about. Let's head back this way, though.
You gotta see this.
Oh, there's... stuff got restored. What's that? Oh, this is probably the mine. Yeah, let's go back. We'll do that another time. Workers. I just want to get this area checked out. Beer, oil, I don't really care about that stuff. Gems I do like. They're still working on clearing rubble there. I am so freaking easily distracted. We got a lockpick to get in there. Got a lockpick for that. Okay. Alright. Let's move on with the quest. I'm just getting too easily distracted. Keep wanting to see what's lying around. Alright, so this is probably the tower they're talking about. Don't mind if I do. Okay, and they fixed this part too. So you don't have to use a grappling hook to get across. There's a cannon. Assuming this is where we need to go. It said West Tower, and that's to the west. All right. You said there was lots of treasure in here, so that better be the case. Let's all just attack for now.
My mind feels sharp.
Yeah, I can't imagine that guy was that powerful.
Sure.
There we go. All right, this is a larger group, so
I'm here.
Little more strategy for these guys. You go that way. Did I not have two of these before? Oh, this is... I'm still on her. You do that.
Yes.
There we go. So we'll go after that one.
Yeah?
I'll transform and go after this one. What are these three doing? Zawa kills people about as fast as everybody else combined. That's ridiculous.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Monk is definitely an excellent character class. What do we got here? Artillery lift notice. The artillery lift will be closed until further notice. Cogs mechanism, catastrophic. We'll take that just in case. But we have many cogs that we've accrued.
Got it.
Okay, we don't want Durance going in first. I figured there'd be enemies of some kind. All right, quite a few spiders. So...
Huh?
I'll transform. Go this way.
Yes.
Zawa will go after the big boy.
Tell me.
And go after that guy over there. Alright, my melee people are in.
I'm right here.
Let's see, you help with that one. You help with that one.
What?
And you help with this one. For some reason, Zawa's not getting in there. Guess I'm dealing with this, and we'll have Durance help me.
Yes.
Okay, he can't get in because Durance is in the way. Zawa not helping, I'm sure. Oh, I just got knocked out. That's not good.
Zawa is ready.
Tell me.
Yes?
What do you know? Now that Zawa's in here, all of a sudden we're not going to have to struggle anymore. Almost like he's our best guy. I got my butt whooped.
Huh?
Alright, excellent. What else do we got around here? Quite a few things. Dwarven Tome Grimoire. Cannon range key. I'm sure that'll be useful. Treatment and preservation of cannons. I don't think we're going to be doing that part of it. Let's see, that's the staircase I came in.
Sure.
So this is the only other place to go. Okay.
Tell me.
Huh?
Zawa is ready.
What?
Well, everybody getting paralyzed right away is not ideal. I think the way Zawa's a beast and is just beating the crap out of everybody. Kind of bailing us out here.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Got it.
Door to our left. Let's check that out. Okay, some bigger enemies in there. What do we got on this path to the right? Looks like progress. What's this one? More enemies.
Zawa is ready.
Lead the way.
My mind feels...
What am I doing? Let's fight the guy right in front of you instead of stretching all the way over there. Let's try that.
Zawa is ready.
Do that.
Uh-huh.
Just like that.
What? What?
There's a...
Zawa is ready.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Let's go!
Alright, not too bad.
Yeah?
Some scrolls and a nest. That's weird.
Got it.
Not exactly what I would expect. There's a big lever over there. This looks kind of like a dead end. Oh no, there's a door back there.
You gotta see this.
Dwarven lever. Alright, probably need that. I guess let's clear this room in the middle out, because we're pretty confident that's not going to go anywhere. See what treasures are within. A magma blight and a greater flame blight. They're not attacking us yet. Quite a few of them. What do we do here?
Lead the way.
Let's send you around. There we go. Okay.
Yeah?
So I'll transform. Go there.
Lead the way.
Zawa is ready.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Not immune to blinds. Let's try to blind them.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
And can she mind control yet? Not yet. Just shoot.
My mind
Where
feels...
the heck is Gurn? Well, that was too late. Good grief. Back it up, Durance. Good grief.
Not even slow.
Okay, you should be able to mind control by now, right? Mind control this guy.
Bring it down.
Does mind control just not work on these things? Because I swear I've tried to mind control them multiple times. Either way, you need to get the heck over here.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Immune. Okay, so yeah, you can't mind control. Is it worth doing a resurrect on her right now? I don't think it is. You definitely need to heal yourself. Sawa needs to heal.
Huh?
I'm about dead from nature's vigor. Barely injured, that's not good.
Right here.
Down I
Zawa
go.
is ready.
If it makes you rest easier.
Alright, Forge Guardian down. And we just gotta deal with this magma black. Whoa, we got pretty beat up. We should have no problem though. There we go. Whew. Definitely gonna have to rest after this one. I guess I could have used the revive spell since we were gonna rest anyways. Alright, what kind of treasures do we got here?
No problem.
Not much, really. Very disappointing. Okay. Well, let's make camp. Just do I have to pick this lock?
If you say
Yeah,
so.
she can do it easily. Let's just
That'll do.
pop these doors open for convenience sake. And we'll get a little XP out of it.
If you say so. That'll do.
I can't access this room down here this way, so I need to go that way. We do got another room over here. Then we got whatever this thing is over here. Start here. Disease pudding. Interesting. Give it a barbaric blow.
Zawa is ready.
I have a feeling there's gonna be more people, so let's just have everyone generic attack now.
Just tasted.
There's another one. Okay, so Sawa. We'll go after that one with the assistance
Right here.
of Rock. I'll transform transform and get a
Breakfast.
Just like
Oh my goodness, we're all getting hurt really fast, really bad. Durance needs to move up here. Radiance. Can we get everybody?
Poison.
Durance like extra weak to poison or something like this. It seems very much like he's gonna get his butt kicked. Okay, that one's near death at least. Okay. I think we'll be okay.
Fire! My feet!
Yeah?
Ugh, I just tasted breakfast.
There's just poison all in that room. Is that what the deal is? Let's heal up. We'll go back in and see, because we're almost going to need to freaking rest again already.
Fire! Finish my feet!
Second to go in that room. Who was it? Was Zawa immune? No, he's not. Someone was saying immune on somebody.
right
Maybe
here.
you? Yeah. She's a robot, of course. She does immune, but she's still taking damage. What the heck's going on here? Okay,
Yeah?
forget that room. I mean, might as well rest again. I hate to burn up all my camping supplies like this, but what else are we gonna do? Room's literally full of poison. Alright, we got some spiders. Alright, nothing too crazy here.
Lead the way.
Zawa is ready.
Let's
Yes?
He's almost done for already. Good grief. There we go. Weapon rack. Check that out. Got a hole right there.
Got it.
Some more enemies. Gift and head in this way.
Zawa is ready.
Lead the way.
It is no use.
Yes?
I don't keep getting pushed back. What's going on here?
What? What?
Alright, that shouldn't take long. And down they go. Excellent.
Huh? Got it.
Alright, lots of loot in this room. Excellent.
If you say so. That'll do.
Adrian's nose, creature disgusting. Nothing too interesting there. Tenuous residue lines at the bottom of a broken tube. Oh, there's a treasure chest back here too.
You gotta see this.
Bent pit. Unique weapon. Don't mind if I do. Then we're kind of at a split path. Do we go through here or do we go back over here and use this? It looks like it's an elevator of some sort. I think we're probably going to go after the elevator would be my guess. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We already checked out all those rooms.
I did not know it was possible for a lift to have suffered. But here we are.
Looks like it's missing a lever. I'll leave that alone for now. Let's check out the other stuff. Gearbox looks missing a cog. Okay, so I can't even use this right now. Rusted barely moves. All right, we have rust dissolver. So we have the lever. Now we need the cogs. My fear is the cogs are going to be in the poison room. We haven't checked those very much. Everyone dies when they go in, even the person who's immune to the poison. So I guess we're going to go this route and see where this takes us. Kind of go from there. You peer through a hole in a wide, sturdy paper running along the wall. Several feet back along the wall, you also see another broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Now let's take a peek. Wind whistles below your ears. The peak of the white march rise below you and continue in the distance. Let's look down. Okay. All right, let's send someone over the edge. Probably the barbarian. Mano slides along the edge. Mano reaches a crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. We can use our might to bash the wall, it looks like. Mana pounds in the wall. It's taxing work for the time the wall starts to give. Mana's shoulders flares with pain. Ancient masonry tumbles away, and the stinging vapor rushes through the breach. Mana tries to hold her breath, but gasps a searing lungful as the gas while clinging to the ledge and fading strength. Let's enter the room through the widened crack, I guess. The party continues in the newly cleared room. Okay, so there's no poison in here now. And here's a pile of cogs. Excellent. Okay, so that's how you do that. That's she's got shoulder injury and something else. Whoops. plasma ooze. What's the other problem she's got? A severe burn. Cannons are encrusted with thick slime. All right, so now we can rebuild the elevator. All right, insert the new cog. Let's pull the lever. The lift shutters into motion, lifting you towards the clouds. Lift makes a slow, jouncing progress. It lurches every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It comes to a trembling stop, and the entire platform swings precariously. A sharp metallic odor emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first, you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realize it's coming from above. An enormous skuldruk swoops from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past you, but before you can catch more than a glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you with ear-splitting shrieks. Let's see. Rustling wings and heavy musk alert you to the presence of more beasts, and they close the platform and continues to sway and bounce. I think we need to fix the winch. Smoke rises, red on grinding winch. Repairing it will be a chore. In addition, the skuldruk weep through their air above the platform, their ears swiveling as they twitching, listening for movement. We're going to send the devil. Head low, Devil of Croc darts towards the winch, quick and silent on feet. Devil reaches the winch. It sets to work on jammed, rusted cogs within. The problem isn't as simple as the Devil of Croc had hoped. You see the solution in the snarled metal, but the Devil of Croc will need another minute to fix it. And the skuldruk overhead are growing bolder. Continue fixing the winch. Largest dies in the middle of the lift. It screeches and hisses as it spews sizzling acid across the platform. It scolds you. Your own scream rings in your ears, and you smell burning flesh. The smaller skuldruk zip past tighter and tighter circles as they get close. Meanwhile, the largest in the bunch is wheeling back and preparing for another attack. Within a moment, the Devil of Croc has cleared the jam. Devil rushes back to the lever. Just then, the large skuldruk sweeps overhead, spews acid. It misses the Devil of Croc, but catches you and the rest of the platform in the spray. The Devil of Croc yanks the lever. Chains rattle and clink, and the platform starts to move. The skuldruk scatter. As the lift resumes its climb, the startled skuldruk retreat back into the shadows. Your platform raises the tower, and you feel the cold wind on your face. All right, hopefully I made the correct choices there, but we'll see. All right, now we got to restore the cannons. Let's actually make sure, yeah, nothing over here but the lever itself.
Heard you could drop a pan from up here and it would kill a man.
Okay, nothing there. Let's take the left staircase. Assuming they both go to the kind of the same place. Alright, we got two of these guys.
Tell me.
We'll go after that.
Yeah?
I'll help you with it.
Yes?
Zawa can go after the other guy. Help with a grieving mother.
Right here.
Devil Croc and Gurns will help us. Do a big barbaric yell.
What?
Debuff everybody. There's a big boy up there. Let's keep an eye on him. We're gonna have to rest soon anyway, so might as well start swinging from the fences. We'll do that.
Yes?
Zawa, who the heck are you even fighting? Where are you? Get that guy again. She get this guy on our team.
Huh?
Sure can. Excellent. Excellent. That will make our lives easier.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. My mind feels...
Actually, you go over here after this guy. These two help him out.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Grieving Mother needs to get the heck over here. And Zawa, I think you're the most qualified to deal with this guy. Oops.
Tell me.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Why is Zawa not doing it?
Zawa is ready.
Yeah, I guess he can't get over
Not
this.
even slowing it down. Fear no one.
Tell me.
Why can't we go over here? All right. All right. Now.
Zawa is ready.
You do that. Guess. Everybody attack this guy.
Huh?
We'll do something useful. That. We have Durance do. We can do that.
I'm right here.
You try to blind him.
Zawa is ready.
Lead the way.
Beyond seek.
My mind...
Okay, he's already dead. So that's good. He's down. All we got is a little spider. Went down immediately. Excellent.
Huh?
All right, let's round up our loot.
Got it.
For some reason, we can't go in that whole section right now. But we got a little wheel to pull. Let's pull it. You turn the wheel, and a gust of steam blasts you in the face. You stagger back and fall, spiraling towards the smoking flame. You find solid ground beneath your feet, even as the air around you is smoke and heat shimmer. Coughing, you bat acrid fumes away from your face. As you acclimate to the soot-choked air, you see the flames leaping off in the distance. Each flare bathes you with warmth, and even as you struggle to pick out details of this place, something about it seems familiar. You can see little through the thick smoke, but the dancing flames illuminate the dragon's head cast in the stone. It's the White Forge. As you start to move toward it, something massive comes crashing down in front of you. You leap back, and the sound of metal slamming into metal and the feel of a deep tone ring through the thick air. Recovering your bearings, you find yourself looking at an enormous hand. It's dark and shiny with heat, but you see every bone, muscle, and tendon working in harmony Beneath the bronze flesh, the owner's hand is hidden between the clouds and smoke, but the hand itself does wrap around a pole, thick and sturdy as a tree trunk. Let's follow the pole, I guess. You continue onward and see what lies on the other end of the pole and what's responsible for the clangorous music just as the hand rises again. It swings back down a perfect arc. A tower of metal smashes down ahead of you, raining sparks and glints of essence. As another deep ringing note sounds, you realize you're looking at an enormous hammer. The head glows with heat essence, though the purple luster fades as soul energy sucked from the hammer and the work under it. Let's get a closer look at the work. As the hammer rises once more, you dart forward to see what lies beneath it. A lone figure sprawls an expanse of steel, smooth, broad as lake ice. As the figure itself, enormous mage folk of twisted flesh and forged metal. At arms end in two spiked clubs, the head is blunt and eyeless wedge. It opens its mouth and keens the desperation and the noise that reminds you of newborn's fear and confusion. Air rushes back at you. You look up to see the hammer, its head once more glowing in essence, speeding towards you. You awaken with the sensation of warm tiles beneath your face. You're prone before the boiler, which drones on, pushing heat through the tower floor. But the vapor pulses from the boiler and pipes, and you smell the fumes of the white forge.
A fire that warms spirit as well as flesh.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so it would seem we just need to return back to finish this quest line. We gained a bit of experience. We should be leveling up relatively soon. Go to the... I mean, she was at the front gates, right? I think that's where we need to go. Yep, and there she is right there.
That was incredible! Whole Forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here.
Yeah.
And now to see about these cannons. This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery.
Excellent. Farewell.
Headed up the tower. Gonna make those cannons shine.
Excellent. How close are we on XP now? I thought that would have got us over the hump. We're still, what, 2,000 away? I thought, I could have swore that would have got us over the hump into the next level. But, unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end of the stream, I think. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.